This podcast is based on an interview with Nancy Harhut, the author of Using Behavioral Science in Marketing, Drive Customer Action and Loyalty by Prompting Instinctive Responses. Today, we're diving into how you can leverage behavioral science to create marketing strategies that resonate with your audience and drive real results. For solo entrepreneurs and small business owners, understanding these principles can transform the way you approach customer engagement. Let's start with the concept of unlocking automatic yeses from potential customers. Nancy points out that there are generally three types of responses you can expect when presenting a marketing message. First, you have people who are eager and ready to engage. They see your offer and think, yes, this is exactly what I've been looking for. That is the ideal scenario. Then there are those who give you a hard no. They might already have a solution they prefer or simply don't see the value in what you're offering. But the real gold lies in the larger group of individuals who fall somewhere in between. These are the ones who may not be actively seeking your service, but could be persuaded with the right messaging. They need to notice, understand, remember, and act on your message. This is where behavioral science comes into play. Nancy emphasizes that people often cruise through life on autopilot, bombarded with distractions. Your marketing needs to break through that noise. To do this effectively, you can use principles of behavioral science to craft messages that capture attention. For example, when developing your marketing copy, consider how you can optimize it to trigger an instinctive response. The goal is to resonate with those who might not even realize they need your offering. One practical step you can take is to tap into emotions. Many marketers mistakenly believe that consumers make rational decisions based solely on facts and figures. However, research shows that emotional drivers often dictate purchasing behavior. Think about how you can connect emotionally with your audience. This could be through storytelling, which can engage more parts of the brain than straightforward facts alone. For instance, if you're running a local service business, consider sharing customer testimonials that highlight how your service has positively impacted their lives. These stories can create an emotional connection, making it easier for potential customers to envision the benefits of your service. Next, let's discuss the importance of choice. Nancy introduces the autonomy bias, which refers to people's desire to have control over their decisions. By offering choices rather than a single option, you empower your audience and increase the likelihood of them making a purchase. However, be cautious not to overwhelm them with too many choices, as this can lead to analysis paralysis. Stick to 2 or 3 compelling options to guide their decision-making. One effective technique is known as the BYAF approach, which stands for But You Are Free. This involves presenting your offer and then reminding the customer that the choice is ultimately theirs. For example, you might say, "We think this service will benefit you, but of course, it's up to you." Research shows that this simple reminder can increase compliance by as much as 50%. Additionally, leveraging the scarcity principle can also drive action. If you can create a sense of urgency or highlight a limited time offer, this can prompt quicker decisions. For example, consider framing a special deal as a limited time offer to encourage immediate engagement. Another significant concept Nancy mentions is the Zeigarnik effect, which illustrates our innate desire to complete unfinished tasks. As a small business owner, you can apply this by sending reminders to potential customers who started a process but didn't complete it, such as an abandoned cart email. A nudge to finish what they started can significantly increase the likelihood of conversion. Incorporating customer loyalty programs is also a powerful strategy. For example, giving customers a punch card where they can see their progress towards a reward taps into their desire to complete the task. You could offer a free service after a certain number of purchases, which not only incentivizes them to return, but also engages their need to finish what they started. As we continue this conversation, remember that the key is to understand your audience's instincts and emotional triggers. By doing so, you can create marketing strategies that align with their natural decision-making processes, ultimately driving customer action and fostering loyalty. Stay tuned for the second half of the interview, where we will delve deeper into actionable strategies and examples from Nancy's experiences in the field of behavioral marketing. Don't miss out on these insights that could be game changers for your small business. As we dive deeper into the realm of behavioral science and marketing, Nancy shares powerful insights that can help small business owners and solo entrepreneurs engage their audiences more effectively. One concept she emphasizes is the power of storytelling. Stories are not just a way to convey information. They allow your audience to envision themselves in the narrative. This is particularly important because when potential customers can see themselves in your story, they become more receptive to your message. For instance, if you're a service provider, consider sharing a case study that illustrates how your service transformed a client's experience. Instead of just listing features or benefits, craft a narrative that highlights the journey of your client, the challenges they faced, and how your solution brought them relief. This personal touch can make your offering not just relatable, but also memorable. Nancy also introduces the concept of the information gap theory, which is crucial for motivating action. When there's a gap between what people know and what they want to know, they are driven to fill that gap. As a small business owner, you can leverage this by posing intriguing questions or presenting compelling scenarios in your marketing messages. For example, rather than simply stating what your product does, consider asking, "Do you know the top 3 ways to save time with our service?" This approach sparks curiosity and invites potential customers to seek out the answers, thereby engaging them further in your sales process. Moreover, Nancy highlights the significance of the word "because" in marketing communications. Research shows that simply providing a reason, even if it seems trivial, can significantly increase compliance. For instance, if you're asking customers to sign up for a newsletter, instead of just saying, "Sign up to receive our updates," you might say, "Sign up to receive our updates because you'll get exclusive tips to improve your business." The reason provided creates a sense of obligation to comply. As we explore more about driving consumer action, Nancy shares a fascinating case study involving a campaign for an insurance company targeting dentists. By using the Find Your 5 to 7 campaign, they created an information gap that intrigued the audience. The campaign highlighted an optimal amount of life insurance coverage tailored specifically for dentists, which sparked curiosity and prompted conversations. This clever use of an information gap not only drew people to their booth at a trade show, but also facilitated meaningful interactions that ultimately led to sales. It's also essential to recognize the principle of reciprocity in marketing. Nancy advises that giving something of value up front can encourage potential customers to return the favor. This doesn't always have to be a large gift. It can be as simple as providing valuable resources, such as ebooks, free trials, or even insightful blog posts. For instance, if you're a financial advisor, offering a free consultation or a financial planning checklist can create goodwill and prompt potential clients to reach out when they're ready to invest. The conversation also touches on the importance of social proof. Small business owners can utilize testimonials, reviews, or case studies to build trust with potential customers. When prospects see that others have benefited from your service or product, they are more likely to feel comfortable making a purchase. Consider showcasing client testimonials prominently on your website or in your marketing materials to reinforce this trust. As we wrap up this enriching discussion, it's clear that understanding and applying behavioral science principles can have a profound impact on how you market your business. By tapping into emotions, utilizing storytelling, and creating engaging campaigns based on curiosity and reciprocity, you can foster deeper connections with your audience. If there's one key takeaway from today's conversation with Nancy, it's the importance of viewing your marketing through the lens of your customers' instincts and emotions. By doing so, you can create strategies that not only grab attention, but also drive action and cultivate lasting loyalty. Before we conclude, I highly recommend checking out Nancy's book, Using Behavioral Science in Marketing, where she dives deeper into these principles and offers a wealth of actionable insights tailored for marketers at any level. Thank you for joining us today. I hope you found these insights valuable and that you're inspired to integrate behavioral science into your marketing strategies. Remember, small steps can lead to significant changes, so start experimenting with these concepts in your business. Until next time, keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible and stay curious.